Hello everybody, and welcome to a casted game between myself, playing as the Deli in blue, and Mia Mai playing as the Ottomans in the pink on the top of the map. So in this game, as you will find out, I get really far behind and I realistically should lose, but I pull a comeback using Deli, and I think this is a pretty good method for coming back as Deli, what I end up doing. So I'm just doing a standard Deli opening. My Ottoman opponent is going for the early military school for that spearman pressure. And I will say this is Conqueror 2 Elo, just about, so obviously not great players, but like not incredibly bad either. We'll just fast forward through this part. Not much is going on. Scouting, getting sheep. Ottomans obviously having that really strong H2 with the big archer ball with the metters. It's very hard to deal with. So ideally I would take this game H3 as soon as possible and start like dropping keeps in my opponent's face, but I don't end up doing that and kind of pay the price for it. So obviously now we see pressure on the gold mine. I'm not all that concerned. I'm going Tower of Victory, so I want to be doing archers anyway. This isn't going to be that big of a deal. Obviously garrisoning the archer range for the faster production. Just making sure this doesn't go down. I walk my archer up as close as possible to the spearman before shooting it, so it's when the little attack notification goes off, it won't be as easy to run away, so I'll already be right on top of the spearman. Now my opponent, definitely committing to H2 play. Realistically speaking, I should be like scouting this, but if we... I don't even know how to do that with the observer UI. If we see what I see, we can see that I have not scouted this at all, so I don't know what's going on. Oh, okay. But when I see the Sipahi, I become pretty confident that it's H2 play. So I drop the racks and start spearman production. I actually find this matchup often kind of difficult because Delhi, because of this, usually has really good archers, so they like the archer wars in H2. But obviously the Ottoman archers are better with the metters, and they can just pump out more stuff due to the military school. My opponent doesn't feel all that pressure to do anything because they're denying the sacred sets right now, so. And I don't really have an army that I feel comfortable pushing out with to take the sacred sets either. Yeah, I didn't see the archers, so this turns out to be completely useless, but it does protect from the Sipahi. But I saw that this barriers was close to the wall, so I thought, yeah, I might as well wall it in. If I had made the walls a little wider, it might have actually protected from the archers as well. But I see that his army's down here, so I take that as an opportunity to go take the map a little bit and take this secret site in this one. Obviously just sending a few spearmen to protect just from like a Sipahi or a scout running over to try to deny the capture. But like I saw what their army was, and I knew that mine could take it at this stage, although not with these reinforcements. So I just cap it. They push in, and I'm like, yeah, I'm out of here. There's no way I'm contesting that army with what I have. But I get a little bit of gold from the capture, and buy myself some time to mass up a little more. And this one I had captured for a little longer. I know, I just find it really hard to cap the sacred sites versus the Ottomans, because like they just pump out more stuff than you and can just deny them. Quite easily. But at this point in the game, yeah, it's just massing up. I'm just massing up. I'm just trying to cap the sacred sites where he's not. So I just saw his army over here, so I'm gonna go capture this one. I see these coming in, I run. Surely that dies, yeah. But meanwhile, on the other side of the map, I'm capping up another sacred site. I see there's not a lot of spearmen here, only 3. So I start just massing horsemen out of 3 stables. And I'm kind of happy to have this happen. That stable is a lot less valuable to me than... Yeah, stable is a lot less valuable to me than having this capped for like a minute. Now he just completely dives my TC. He's got the ranged resist upgrades on the Spahi. This is actually a mistake from him. As you'll see, he ends up losing the fight pretty badly. He doesn't even kill that many vills. Only 3 vills. No, 2 vills is all I lose here. And he's just fighting under the TC fire the whole time. My army comes back. He's kind of trapped underneath my TC. My spearmen connect with his Sipahi pretty well. And I've got a nice little pocket for my archers between the TC and the stable. So it's hard to get a good connection with the Sipahi. And yeah, I cleaned this up pretty nicely. Our economic populations are equal. My military population is slightly higher. I don't know, this is a screw up on my part. I should be really trying to push my advantage as much as possible. And this, I think I'm in a winning position, but I wind up throwing from here pretty hard. It's like I just cleaned him up, just completely mopped him up. I've got better economy. Surprised actually my economic upgrades. Oh, is it bugged on the Delhi? Okay, yeah. Apparently it's bugged on the UI for the Delhi Sultanate. But yeah, I've got my eco upgrades in. He's no wheelbarrow. Only tier 1 food and wood upgrades, but I've got all my eco upgrades in. So, and bigger eco pop. Obviously, they've got these military schools, which is just gonna be free shit, which sucks, but it's what it is. And I'm just trying to retake these sacred sites and stockpile some gold. So that's what Delhi wants to do. We'll fast forward some more. This is actually a huge mistake. He just walks up with his 2 imams from the vizier point and just gets absolutely wrecked. These imams could have been denying relics. Could have been healing in fights to come. But now they're dead. It's like a whole vizier point just completely down the drain. I kind of throw this fight. Like, my horsemen are just connecting with his Spahi and spearmen. I didn't even try to get them on the archers. I don't know what I was thinking. But this fight turns out okay. Oh, and I'll point out an error I made here. I saw the Spahi running over here, and I thought he was going to rid my food. I didn't think he was just going to cat this. So, brilliant little me moves my 25 villager food eco all the way over here. So I've just got 25 villagers that are effectively idle for like a whole minute as they walk over here. And that's what really ends up putting me in a bad spot. Because if I just left these here, these are only 3 Spahi. If I wait till they put pressure on my food, I'm only going to lose like 1 vill, and I'll still be gathering, so it's not that bad. But that's not what I choose to do, and yeah, things go downhill. If we resume, this fight doesn't go awfully for me. I can just cut it away, bring in my spearman to connect with the Spahi. But he like never even brings these Spahi down to my food. And I'm still not gathering food. As you can see, 0 per minute. Like, that's terrible. My entire unit production is just frozen. So he's massing up, yeah, as you can see. Now the military is really good. I think, yeah, he was neglecting villager production throughout the game though. So I managed to get decent economy advantages, plus the sacred sites too, obviously. But I'm just now getting food income again. And my macro is like terrible, I have way too much wood. Now I send some people off wood to try to fix it, but the damage is done. My production has been halted, and here's where I take the game losing fight. Or what should have been the game losing fight. I've completely trapped myself in here. What I should have done, if I could pause for a second, when I saw his army coming here, I should have just stopped this wall and then just walked my army out, but instead I tried to build a gate. And he just has all the time in the world to just walk around and trap me in, which is not what I need. But if I had been able to escape with this army, I'd have been in a better spot. Because obviously my eco is so much better. These archers in the pocket are nice. Just trying to make as much of this fight as possible. Although it's pretty bad for me. At this point, it's not a good spot at all. My thought process is, I could continue to mass up, but he's just gonna have a bigger mass than me. If we see, sure, I've got a 6 fill eco advantage, but he's got 30 military pop on me. He's just got the ability to really just run through my base at this point with all this and just sit on top of my villagers. And I should lose the game from here. Obviously, he's got all the production set up all nice with the blacksmith, got the military schools, so I should lose here. But I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna try to age up with Compound of the Defender and just do some keep shenaniganry to somehow win. For instance, right now, you should just be pushing my food. So obviously, you should be like pushing my food here, pushing my food here. Instead, he's just sitting around. So, but yeah, I've got the gold to age up, and now I just put a bunch of people on stone. So I'll have keeps when I age up. But yeah, obviously to make a comeback, your opponent needs to like mess up a lot. And my opponent thankfully does mess up a lot. So, yeah. He's just being really indecisive. Not just pushing me. I send these out on just a trip to like buy some time, try to distract, go after his food eco or something. I think I end up calling them back when I see this coming at my base. But this is the second time he just dives my town center for like no reason. Although I don't have any units to garrison, any vills nearby to garrison in it for the extra arrow fire. But yeah, oh yeah, I aged up over here so that it couldn't be denied because I knew where his army was. And I've been stacking stone. But now I'm aged up, but yeah, the military difference is so huge. So obviously, well, he's going to be focused on this and getting the attack pings for this. I've now got like 8 horsemen with the melee upgrade just on top of his villagers that don't have textiles. So that's going to be a field day for me. But by the same token, he's just in my base. Why he's sieging this down right underneath my... I guess he was focusing up here. But like, this is what I want. He's not idling my vills at all. But now it's like, oh crap, he's found where I am. He's gonna run straight over here. I just need a little bit more stone. All my vills are over here completely cut out. Boom. Emergency keep. And this keep is gonna protect this stone and these berries, and to a lesser extent this landmark, so I don't just lose to landmark victory. I lose a few vills here, but my horsemen, where are they? I think, did my horsemen all just go and die on his TC? No, here they are. A lot of them died on his TC. But I just killed a lot of his vills, so right now the vill count is actually kind of even. And he's going to end up losing a ton of units to this keep right here. I shouldn't have run these vills up, I should have run them around. I should have just run them in like a circle around the keep. I end up losing a lot of vills here. And the situation gets even worse. But yeah, I'm just harassing with my horsemen. Just being annoying. That's one thing you have to do when you're like in a losing spot. Is just try to like spread your enemy out. Be annoying, run by them with cavalry. Like, just make them have to deal with different things on the map at the same time. So I pick off reinforcements and just kill more vills. Like, see these spot, he just run right by. Now they come back, but he's able to get a few more vills and just even up the count. But yeah, now he's got like a whole like 33% more vills than I do. He's got like a 12 vill lead, and we don't even have that many vills, so that's a huge number. And a huge army lead as well. The only thing I have going for me is a tech advantage. He's currently in no position to age up, but he can change that very rapidly. I'll take that. And just keep on harassing with horsemen. More vill kills. Obviously don't want to be taking TC fire. But these Spahi chasing around my horsemen are Spahi not raiding my currently idle food eco or raiding any of my other positions. Now obviously a huge gold switch. This dude wants to go to the next stage, and I don't blame him. Like, he needs to tech up. But like, his army's just massive. I barely have an army. I'm just gonna be annoying again. One thing you can do, another thing when you're losing, particularly as Delhi, if you need a comeback, is just snag the relics. If you've managed to get up to age 3 before your opponent has, just try to get the relics. The passive gold eco will be very useful. As you can see, I already have one, and you're denying relics from your opponent, which is huge. So, like, there are a bunch of things he didn't do well. Like, these should have been just burning my base to the ground, or just sitting on top of relics, but instead, He thinks he has such a significant lead that he can just sit back in his base and he'll be fine. And I'm just gonna keep on being annoying, force him to like commit some of his army elsewhere. Lots more villas gonna go down. I use a lot of horsemen here. Unfortunately, he picks up the scholar. But he doesn't really do anything with his massive military advantage. To be fair, it'd be a little hard to like know what to do, I guess, in this situation. Like, but I think just burning my stuff down would be a pretty good choice, which he doesn't do. But one thing I wind up doing a lot this game is just pressuring this point and then doing something over here. So I noticed that if I just do a little bit of stuff over here, like maybe send some cav in or like move my scholar in here, he devotes a large portion of his army to go clean this up and distracts him, so I'll be able to do stuff over here. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I just continue to be annoying, get the relics, make more vills, try to catch up. I see him aging up, and I slow his age up down, which is actually quite important. And I kill some vills. Ah. I think I send these vills in to distract him, or something. I don't know why these vills are here, but they are. I think these are the vills I had on food. Yeah, I send them in. I'm just distracting over here, His army. Oh, yeah, I see his army coming up here, so I'm like, yeah, let's just send these guys around. Meanwhile, while he's being all the way distracted over here, I've got 19 villas that are coming to set up a keep right on top of his production. So, it's got like attack ping here, here, lots of vills. People like the beeline for vills. They just see vills and they're like, oh, I need to kill them. So you can like distract people with that. I'll slow it down because some fun things that are going on. See these archers? He's just not even paying attention to this. Not a clue in the world. And I actually get a really nice trade here, because I've got lancers on top of archers. I get a successful wall of off. He just fails to get his units out of there. Probably because he's so distracted. He gets his age up through. I killed a lot of vills there. I even got some of my vills out, the original vills. And now I've got to keep in his face. On the mangonel, though I think he's going to switch it to a trebuchet before that mangonel is even completed. But now my situation is obviously already a lot better. I'm only 5 vills down now. The military is evened, somewhat. Still not perfectly even. And yeah, I've got 2 relics behind this. And I should have more coming in. Like this relic I'm gonna get. This relic I'm gonna get. This relic I don't think he ever even goes for. He finishes up this wall. I try to sneak this dude out because I did a chop through earlier to get him in. And he doesn't get out. Which sucks. I just drop another keep in his face because like why not? Just make this area more defensible. Fast forward, nothing happens for a bit. He cleans up my scholar. I'm just massing cavalry. Like I don't I don't win the straight up fight, so better just abuse speed. I see him trying to wall at some point, and I clean up the Ville. Here we go. Maybe? Here we go. Now he's got a trap. He's got a siege workshop, and he's got this bad boy just pumping out traps. But as we can see, I've got this big stone. These keeps kind of secured this big stone as well. I've got my stone in the base. I've got this stone, and he really fails to take a map. Maybe it's because he knows I've got such a mobile army, being like all cav. But he just like stays in his base and thinks he's fine instead of taking map control, which is really nice for me because I can just suck all the stone out of the map and just repair my keep till the sun goes out. So yeah, that's what I do. Loses a lot of stuff unnecessarily trying to push my villas repairing. I also secured this mine from him. I'm just distracting on the backside. And once again, I see if I distract him, his whole military goes over there. So I keep that in mind for later. But if we just look at the game right now, still, I'm only 5 villas behind, and I have a pretty nice position just in his face. I've got a treb of my own now starting to work down his production. Huge error I made that I'd like to point out. Boiling oil. I didn't start getting this technology until now. And I have all these scholars that are just idle instead of garrisoning in the mosques to make it go faster. Because I need that out as soon as possible. Because boiling oil is going to be what makes this position like basically unbreakable. And that actually comes up later to bite me in the butt. But for now, I'm perfectly happy to play this game. Just trebbing back and forth. I've got all the stone in the world. And even when the stone runs out, I can just buy it. I've got all the relics. I can just buy more stone. But if he's not just going and running over my base, I'm content to just throw big rocks at each other back and forth while I repair my keep. And my keeps are cheaper anyway because of the compound of the defender. So I'm just happy to play this game. Just continue to run around with Cav, be annoying. And here I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? I've got some Cav here, and I see that every time I hit over here, he reacts by dragging his whole army over to deal with it. So I'm gonna move my Cav in, attack here, his army's gonna go over, and this Cav, boom, it's just gonna go and take out his traps. Doesn't go exactly according to plan, but it goes okay. So here I am, sieging his stuff down. I wind up being able to just run through, mess with his bills. We'll slow it down. Boom, his whole army, not his whole army, but a lot of his army is moved over. And yeah, this Cav is coming through to go work on his traps. So I just give him the good old run around. At some point he kind of clues into the fact that I got these Cav going for the trebs as well, and he's like, oh shit, my trebs are under attack. One treb goes down. I think I only end up getting 2 trebs, and I lose a lot of Cav. But this is a game of trebs, so I'm kind of okay with this, and I don't end up losing all that much Cav. I got some more Vil kills. As you can see, in fact, the villager count is equal. I think, yeah, I dropped a second TC here, and I'm gonna be like, if you're not gonna push my position at all, I'm just gonna start rebooming while I just treb down your stuff. I start going for his MIA. It'll slow down his treb production, and it's one landmark gone. And if I kill all his landmarks, I just win the game. So I think he realizes, okay, if he's gonna dive my trebs, I'm just gonna go and dive his trebs, which is what he ends up doing. We speed up a little bit. So, yeah, let's pause. Boiling oil, where is it? Here it is. 1 minute away. If I had these garrisons and my mosques, I'd have already had that tech through. If I have boiling oil, he pushes under this position, his whole army just gets vaporized by 2 different keeps. But I don't have it, and yeah, that is a problem. We will see. So he comes in, just completely mops up my trebs. I'm like, okay, you kill my trebs. I'm just gonna kill your trebs. He left his trebs completely unprotected. I don't want to fight this. He's under my keeps. Yeah, I just go and kill the trebs. I've got the faster army. Although his metas make his army pretty fast as well. But some trebs. And then I just go and run through his base some more. Why not? And he's like, yeah, I'm not falling for that again. Let me just go and siege down your keep. He sees that I don't have boiling oil. And this is a problem for me. Because my keeps are gonna die really fast. He's using that as the scholars healing up his men, so... Oh, some tasty vills, let me kill that. Probably should have been sieging the keep. I'm actually okay to lose these vills. So I'm killing his vills too. But then boiling oil comes through. As you can see, all of these units just took a bunch of damage at the same time. Boiling oil is now completed. And he just has to back up from this position. And now I really like my spot. His MI is dead. I've got all the stone in the world to drop more keeps. He cannot push this position as it currently stands. Our economies are more or less equal. I've got 2 TCs though, so I can catch up faster. His military schools are no longer on the blacksmith, since I killed it, and he didn't make a new one. So his generation is going to be slow, and I'm good to just continue catching up in eco. I'm like, yeah, let me just rebuild this keep in your face. And soon I'm going to start making more trebs. I think I buy some wood. Yeah, as you can see, I just bought some wood. To just put more trebs in the queue. He's got another treb out. But it's going to take him a while to mass up enough trebs to actually, like, significantly concern me from this position. I go to take this stone. He's on this stone, so I'm like, screw that. Let me get out of here, and I start moving my cab over to harass. I'm just massing up trebs, preparing my keeps. And just took out his stone. And that draws his army back. His army was actually pushing me, I didn't see that. But he sees my army here, and his army just comes back. Which is good. I don't want his army harassing me, I want his army dealing with my army. We'll speed up. I think he actually catches me here a little bit. But not that much. He only takes out like 1 Lancer. Which is worth him being distracted and not pushing me. I've got 2 trebs, and I'm just going for his landmarks. I don't know if it's because it was a 40-minute game or what, but he just doesn't really pay enough attention to the landmarks until it's much too late. I've got another treb out now. I don't know if he thinks he'll be able to push this position, but... I just make a nice little wall up, so it's going to be harder to push the trebs. And then I just get to work on his starting town center. I've now got the villager lead. I dropped a 3rd TC and I'm just cranking out builds. some point he's gonna clue into the fact that, oh, I'm about to lose the game. I think what his thought process might have been, I'm gonna save it for Imperial, and then just drop my landmark safely in the back. Make another treb. And I was like, okay, I need to repair. At this point, I just sent on my cab to kill the vills that are repairing. He doesn't even pull more vills to repair. He's only got 4 vills repairing, and he just loses. So obviously mistakes were made. But the same thing happens at a much higher level of play. Like, I remember some, I think it was in the N4C tournament, or it might have been some other tournament, but the Mista beat to Muslim in a very similar manner. So yeah, that's that. Hope you enjoyed watching. Hope you learned a little bit about how to come back with the daily, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.